Chapter 3 is about taking notes. Now this seems simple enough, but as you know, if you can't read your own notes or you're not very efficient or effective in taking notes, then they're pretty much useless. You might want to learn a better way or an alternate way, because in college there's going to be a lot of importance placed on taking quality notes. So let's get right into this. How important is your organization? Well, you tell me. Are you the person on the left with all the sticky notes attached to her? Not very efficient and looks kind of cluttered? Or are you the one on the right? The one who has, well, looks like she's got a little bit of organization going on. Of course, if this was you in your childhood, then you got a lot of work ahead of you. Help us all, please. You need to get some organization. Why would you even take notes? Well, to record what's being said in class and to provide study aids, study materials. But you don't want to record everything that you hear. You want to use a method that's going to work for you. That's the important part. It's got to work for you. If it's not effective for you and it doesn't have value to you learning and studying, then you need to find a way that is going to be effective for you. High school note-taking versus college note-taking, there can be a pretty big difference. In high school, your teachers may have handed out notes, may have asked you just to highlight some things or scribble in the margins. In college, the professors are probably going to ask you to write your own notes instead of just handing out typed out or printed materials for you. And some are going to ask you to use your computer, and some are going to say put your computers away. Don't be surprised at all if you have no computer at all in some of your classes. You're going to have to make some adjustments. Well, how are you going to go about taking your notes in class? You're going to write down what the instructor or your professor puts on the board, presents on overheads, puts on PowerPoint slides, says, anything and everything. You're going to notate what the class discussions are about, because that could be on the test for sure. You're going to highlight anything that is important or anything the instructor tells you at the end of a discussion. You're going to ask a lot of questions and write down the answers. These are important things. You're required and expected to know everything. Okay, so this is a big slide. Dealing with difficult instructors or professors. Well, you're going to have them. Just remember it's only temporary. You need to ask a lot of questions, and you need to ask those questions politely and get your clarifications as you need them. You should really work with your classmates to help you get through the class if you're having a difficult time. If you're able to, and they will allow you, you can record these lectures and maybe listen to them again. Communicate with your instructors and your professors. Do not blame the professor. Make your own adjustments or get out of the class early if that's possible. There are many different styles of taking notes. Here's a few of them. There's this one, there's that one, there's this one, there's this one. You got it? No, I'm just kidding. You're going to have to take notes on some of these styles, and you're going to take your own notes as you go through the book. You're going to need to choose your own note-taking system, and many of you probably already have a note-taking system. What you have to ask yourself, is it effective and is it producing the results that you want? You might have to change it, and be honest with yourself. If you just scribble a bunch of words down and you're trying to write down the words that you hear, you're not going to be effective. So I'm going to show you some other options. Here's the outline, the Cornell, the ThinkLink, textbook margins, and a few others that are going to be appropriate maybe for your particular learning style. The outline method. Well, here is the outline method, and you'll see, as you can tell, it's very organized, and it's the outline. This particular style would be very helpful when you're reading out of your book and you're taking notes from your book. If we go to the next one, which is the informal, this might be more appropriate for when you are in class and you're doing things quickly, you're jotting things down quickly. And you don't want to write down every word, but you want to pick up some things. So here's the informal method. The Cornell T note-taking method. This one is a very, very popular one, and this is one that I use quite a bit. I use a topic on one side, put a line down the middle, and then you put information about whatever is associated with that topic to the left. It's very effective. If you don't have a set style, you should pick this one up and try this out and see if you like it. Here's another example of it. See how this is? You're putting graphs over here or just visual things. It's Maslow's hierarchy there. And then you explain it over to the right. And then maybe you have underneath this other line that gives you even more explanation. The think link. Well, this is just kind of a cluster and a mapping and a lot of drawing, and I really don't understand it. If you understand it, great. Google it. Find out more about it. I don't use this one. This is another part. See this? You got all these bubbles, and I don't use this. This is useless to me. If you like it, you like it. I'll make doodles and stuff, but I won't do something like this. The charting method is very good for science, and you might want to use something like this in a science class where you're going to have specific things that you need to chart. The sentence method. Well, this is pretty simple. You write down sentences, but you can use shorthand. So if you're crazy and you want to learn shorthand, this is it. Learn shorthand. It's actually pretty good. Everybody uses without, W-O or W-, the symbols, any kind of symbol that will help you minimize the amount of writing that you have to do is going to be helpful. So without having to use the technical shorthand, you can certainly use some of these symbols and make up your own even to be effective and faster in your note-taking. If you can't read your own notes, then seriously, there's an issue there. What are you wasting your time for? Do you struggle keeping up with what the professor is saying? Well, then you need to be able to write faster or be more efficient, or maybe not take notes. Maybe you should try and do audio. Do you have difficulty taking notes when the professor jumps from one thing to the next? It's not their job to slow down for you. It's your job to listen to what they're saying. Maybe you shouldn't be taking notes. Maybe you should be writing down topics and then studying those topics. Reviewing your notes. Well, you don't want to only review your notes before a test or a quiz. It's very important that you have something that is going to be usable. So right after, when it's fresh, within 24 hours even, you need to go over your lecture. And you need to edit those words and phrases that you don't understand or you can't read or it just doesn't make sense. Edit with a different color so that things stand out and you can distinguish between something that is more important or maybe was emphasized by the professor and then something that maybe you filled in later. Notate anything you don't understand by underlining it and fill it in and remind yourself that you need to follow up on this. Compare your notes with the textbook. Yes, compare it with the textbook. All of this sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? It is. College is a lot of work. You need to be able to take effective and efficient notes. If you can't, you're going to do poorly. Unless you have this beautiful mind and you can remember everything without having to write anything down, you might even consider retyping your notes, taking your written notes and typing them in. That's a study aid. That might help you create something that was written to a typewritten thing so you can improve your legibility and have another way of inputting it into your brain. Take your note-taking serious because it is very important.